You filthy animals.
How's my buddies over at the R2 Sonic Campfire doing today?
Never well. Keep them warm.
Oh, man.
You guys should come. You're my good luck charms, man. I always catch fish with you guys.
Is there room on the bus? Because I look at you guys, and the 8 or 9 of you guys impressed me a lot. You know, because I first ran. Okay. You know.
No, go on.
You guys.
I don't do advertising. You're not going to see me on billboards or in newspapers, classifieds, none of that. Well, yeah, there's that because, you know, you guys are awesome. But
Yeah, well, that's comforting to know in case I say something stupid.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're hearing it real
That's
time.
kind of our thing, so don't step on our turf.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, man, I hope I don't.
What we're saying is actually new, so that's why we're fumbling a little bit, but it's going to sound amazing.
And we are back. You are listening to the Rutten River Pursuit podcast. We are sitting here around a Sonic campfire. Ooh, that thing is firing off tonight.
It's hot, but it's
I'm telling you.
There's not as many flames.
That's all right. Because we are Reality Outdoor Radio, where our mission is to get you in the outdoors by connecting you with the people, skills, and products you can trust.
You can trust them.
Mm-hmm. Love it. I'm Ryan. Who do I got with me tonight?
I'm Will.
It's Bucky.
Let's go around again. I'm Ryan. Who do you got here tonight?
I'm still Will.
Bucky again.
Yeah. Boy, I thought maybe the second time around we'd pick up some people.
Nah.
It's a pretty shallow night here tonight. That's all right. That's more Sonic Campfire for us.
I mean, you guys are going to love this show because it's about pretty much Ryan, Bucky, and I. And a guest.
And rolling back to some roots of ours, going back to season 2 when we tried to do everything PA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This fits right in. But
I've
before we get too far,
yeah, I need to hear about something.
let me tell you a little bit about something cool here. This episode is brought to you in part by Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Yeah, it is.
A Mountain Dew Kickstart is a great tasting morning refreshment beverage.
Don't you mean replenishment beverage?
Maybe, but I know I get some refreshment from it.
Yeah, well, I need that replenishment.
Well, maybe we'll just agree to disagree. Yeah. Or we just agree on the fact that it gives you both, bud.
I can totally get behind that.
It also energizes you in the morning to provide you with that appropriate boost to start your day. Kickstart is a delicious combination of juice, caffeine, and Mountain Dew.
All three.
It's got them, bud.
Triple threats.
It sure is. It sure is. Hey, all those flavor options are out there, too. You got the pineapple, orange, mango, the black cherry, fruit punch, mango, lime. There's even a raspberry citrus, but guess what?
I need to try that pineapple orange mango.
It sounds delicious, but you got Stevie's favorite, of course, the orange citrus.
Orange citrus.
Those orange cans, they're all full up in the fridge. You got to reach.
You have to wait around them
to
get to other things. But I usually end up just grabbing one because it's right there, bud.
So, if you want to start your morning off like the bad boy of podcasting, Mr. Steve Miser.
I know I do.
Just grab yourself a Mountain Dew Kickstart and give your day a kickstart. Delicious.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so jacked up.
How many Kickstarts have you had today? Jeezy Pete's, bud.
Like, I'm on my third one.
Supposed to have them in the morning to give your morning that perfect boost.
I've drank 5, and I'm throwing PVCs right now.
I told you I need those replenishments.
PVCs, Bucky.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Pre-ventricular contractions. It's like when you drink too much coffee, your heart just
He's just excited. That's a fancy word for being excited.
He's throwing nomenclature around now.
Yeah.
There must be a reason. I got a feeling might have something to do with the guest on the line tonight.
Yeah.
We are talking to none other than Gabrielle Shaker, known as Shaker Outdoors on Instagram.
On the Instas.
And I'm telling you right now, if you guys haven't checked this out, pause the episode right now. Go ahead. Go find her.
We'll wait.
Shaker Outdoors. But here she is without any further ado. Gabby, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Hey.
Hey.
Thanks so much for taking some time out of your day and coming to hang out with us.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
And I'm not kidding. If anybody
That'll wear
didn't-
off.
It'll wear off quick.
Yeah, like in 2 minutes.
Yeah, Bucky will wear you down. But to my point, I was not kidding when I said that you folks should probably pause the episode and go check out our Instagram right now, because you need to thumb back through that stuff. It is
She does
really
everything.
cool account.
Yeah. She is the Pennsylvania hunter.
Yeah.
Well, Bucky let that cat out of the bag.
Well, I did give it away a little bit.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You did say it was going
Because
to
we
be
are-
about all
Put
things
the cat
PA.
back in the bag.
Put it in back. Put it in the bag.
It's out.
All right, too late. So, Gabrielle, as Bucky has alluded to now, you are from Pennsylvania. Is that correct?
Yep, I'm from Pennsylvania. Super tiny town in Pennsylvania.
Very cool. And that's like the central part of the state, right?
It's like super central.
Super central.
Yeah, like northeastern, central area.
Yeah. That's a really cool part of the state. That's actually an area where I grew up hunting.
That's coal country.
It's coal
though.
country,
Right.
Pennsylvania.
It is cold country.
I don't think I knew that.
What's that, bud? That it was coal country?
That's where you were from.
Well, no, it's
I
not
think we
where
found
I'm
something.
from.
Yeah.
But my parents, both sides of
Your
my,
ruts.
my parents' families are all from up in there.
Your ruts.
I grew up hunting in Tioga County when I first started, but then after my uncle, he didn't buy the farm; he sold the farm.
You bought the farm.
He's since bought the farm, but
Oh,
he
bless
sold
him.
the farm,
Bless
and then I started hunting in coal country.
Sorry, bud.
That's all right.
No wonder
Anyway,
you don't talk about it. It hurts. I know.
so Gabrielle, back to you. Sorry, enough about me. Honestly, I'll get my own episode. one
So
of these
much
days.
feelings.
Give us a quick little background, if you could, Gabrielle. What's your backstory? How long have you been obsessed with the outdoors?
So I've always been such a big tomboy growing up. I remember I would always be outside in the woods and make forts and play in the mud. And my mom would always look at my legs because I'd have so many cuts on them. And she'd be like, Gabby, you're going to regret all these scars one day. So I've always been super big into the outdoors. But my dad got me into fishing when I was younger. So
Okay.
he would take me out and we'd fish, and my first fish I ever caught was a bass, and I remember him telling me to hurry up and throw it back in, and I just cried because I wanted to take it home as a pet. And I remember giving it a kiss and throwing it back in, and what was awesome about my dad is he'd take me out fishing, him and my pap, and then he'd bring me and my siblings home, and there's 6 of us, and he'd sit us around the campfire and show us how to fillet the fish, and then he'd go in and cook it. And my dad didn't hunt. He did hunt before I was born, and then when I was about 2, I guess he sold his bow to buy me and my sister Christmas presents.
Oh, wow.
So I was not exposed to hunting.
I'm tearing up. I promised myself I
the
wouldn't.
episode.
I know. I only found this out about 2 years ago when he actually bought a bow again, and
Oh, wow.
I was really shocked that he did that because I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. But part of me was also mad that he didn't keep it and get me into hunting at a younger age.
He could have
So-
passed that down. It would have been a
Exactly.
gift
I
that
could have
kept on
had
giving.
his bow. Yeah.
Whoa,
so
maybe we should edit that. That might hurt Dad. Like,
No,
that's
No,
double bad.
that won't hurt Dad.
All right.
And in all honesty, you wouldn't want that bow anyway.
Yeah.
No,
It's old
probably
now.
not.
Whatever easy bake oven or light bright you got back then is way better than that
Probably
bow.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Cabbage Patch dolls.
But certainly the thought behind all of that and him actually being willing to do that does speak
Oh
volumes.
my gosh, it's insane. Yeah, because I think about that, and I don't have kids right now, so I don't know how I'll feel when I have kids. But right now, I don't know if I could ever give something up that I love so much and I'm so passionate about to buy presents.
Sure.
I would think I'd just want to pass that down. But he got me into hunting or fishing, which was nice, and I still fish. But I did not start hunting until I met my husband. So we met when we were 15, and he lived in Delano, and that's about 40 minutes from Mount Carmel.
Okay.
And I didn't have long distance calling, and we had no cell phones, no driver's license. So every night I'd wait for him to call me at 9 o'clock. And the first year of us dating, I did not go to his house because I was terrified of his parents. So I finally started going to his house, and hunting season was coming up, and we finally were dating for a year. So at this point, I'm 16 years old, and what 16-year-old girl doesn't want to spend every minute with their boyfriend? So when hunting season came up, it is true. So hunting season came up, and he told me he wasn't going to see me for a couple weeks. So I thought he was going to break up with me.
Oh.
Yeah. So he invited me out hunting.
He was managing expectations.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Honest. For being such a young man, he was very mature. For his years.
That is a mature thing to do.
Yes, it
good
was.
on him.
Yeah.
He sounds
What's
like
his
a
name?
keeper.
His name's Cody.
Good on you, Cody.
So
I love it. I dig his honesty. Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty honest. He told me I could either come or I won't see him. So I decided I better go with him. And I went out with him and his dad and a couple of their friends, and I had no clothes to wear. So his dad gave me boots that were about 3 sizes way too big and clothes that did not fit me.
Sure.
And we went out, and I got to see my husband harvest a doe, and we came back, and his dad showed us how to butcher it, and we had it for dinner. So It took me right back to my childhood with my dad.
It's a circle of life.
Yeah.
That's 2 episodes in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty good. That's super cool.
I wanted to hit that button. I wish we had a button that I could hit that circle of life button.
You'll have to get one.
You have it inside you. You don't need a button.
You've got it. I love it.
But yeah, the way you describe that though is, it really does harken back to the days that you had going fishing and bringing it home, and your dad showing you how to clean the fish and then cook it and eat it for dinner. You're seeing that same thing happen with this doe being harvested. Good for him for taking one on that was the first time you ever sat in on a hunt?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I didn't know anything about hunting at that point. So going out and just sitting with him, and they did drives a lot when I first started hunting. Now my whole style of hunting has changed, but they would do a lot of drives. So just to see that and then see him drag it out in the woods and then in the frying pan, it was just crazy because I've never even ate venison before.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first time I ever had it.
Wow.
And how delicious was it?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. And I think it was better because I know all the work that went into it.
That's true. It does add a level of taste there with the appreciation that comes with all that.
Certainly does.
Now,
yes, definitely.
I mentioned to get to the next point. And what?
Well, what do you have?
Scratch it,
Get
bud.
some salve.
What caused you to say? When did you take the next step and saying, I don't want to just sit here and watch anymore?
So it actually took me 2 years before I started carrying a gun because I just liked going out and sitting with him and watching. And, I still got super excited, but I didn't realize the amount of excitement that you actually get when you're the one behind the weapon. Yeah. So it took me 2 years until I decided, okay, I think I want to try this. And the first hunt that I ever went on where I actually carried a gun was a pheasant hunt. And I just remember going out and getting a pheasant on my first hunt and being hooked.
Really?
So was that the first time you ever went pheasant hunting? You were successful on your pheasant hunt?
Yep.
Now that's crazy. Did they have a dog that was flushing birds?
Yeah, we had a dog. Her name was Autumn. They just actually put her down a year ago.
That's too bad. Well, the reason I asked and the reason I was surprised that on your first pheasant hunt you were successful, it would make sense that there was a dog involved. Usually the first time we take somebody out, they're the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
We were the dog the other weekend. We took our boys out in the morning, and then we went out, and we were the dogs, and it was tough.
Yeah. You don't get a lot of shooting when you're the dog.
No, you don't, or they just surprise the heck out of you.
How about that? Yeah, we love pheasant hunting. I'm glad that a lot of people should cut their teeth on that. It's just a wonderful way to get outdoors.
It's a great way to get outdoors, and you get to do it with other people. So you get the social aspect before you get to the lonely aspect of hunting.
Yeah. Plus, you don't have to be quiet, which is a plus.
Yeah.
Another plus for Bucky.
Yeah,
you were successful recently on a pheasant hunt,
and you don't have to be still either.
Yeah, there's that. Sorry, you were successful on a recent hunt, though, right, for pheasant?
Yeah, we went out. When did we go? We went out this past weekend. We went out deer hunting in the morning and didn't see anything. Well, I saw actually 2 doe. And then we decided that we wanted to go out pheasant hunting since it was the opener. in Pennsylvania, and we went out and we actually took our dogs for the first time. So that was interesting.
Was it?
And what?
Yes.
You have some dogs that should produce some
good hunters, you would think.
By the looks of them.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have Bear, who's a German short-haired pointer, and then Browning, who's a wire-haired pointer.
Wow.
Upland bird dogs.
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
And great names.
They're wonderful names. I'm jealous.
What did they just like to sniff flowers or chase deer?
So not they just think they're playing. But the problem that we had is we had Bear, the short hair pointer, since he was a puppy. So he stays really close to us. We whistle, he comes back, and he actually did catch a pheasant. We had to just release it then. And then he also flushed a pheasant, which was really good. So he did really good. The problem comes with our wired-haired pointer. So Browning, we got him from Virginia. The owner sent me a couple of videos of him on his first time out on a bird hunt, and he was pointing those birds so good. So we get him. She did say he was a little gun shy, but we did not know the extent of his gun shyness. So we've had him for 3 years now, and this was the first time we took him out hunting. And he didn't do bad, but we kept him on a long lead for sure so he didn't run off.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But he didn't smell any birds.
But that's something that'll get, I think, with time, more experience in the field. I think it helps with that kind of stuff. So
yeah, definitely. The more we shot over him when we were out, the better he was getting. And after we got a pheasant, we showed him it, after the shot, and he seemed interested then. So I'm excited to get him back out, hopefully on Saturday.
Save that wing of that pheasant or a pheasant.
Oh yeah, I have some actually on the top of my fridge right now.
And just let him gnaw on that and get to loving on that thing.
Yeah.
I think even
definitely do that.
The time in the field, then just watching bear work is going to help too.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing to watch a pair of dogs.
Oh my gosh,
working and learning together. It's good stuff.
Well, good luck. Good luck with that, and you're going to have to keep us up to date, at least on
I definitely will.
On your Instagram, because that'd be awesome to watch these dogs mature in the outdoors.
Yeah, for sure. We'll keep you updated on it.
That's Bucky's way of just opening up the door for. That way, he's stalking you.
You can stalk me. It's fine. I want it to be the first time.
He's not used to having permission.
I'm not stalking. I'm just keeping tabs on our former guests.
See, now it's not stalking, though, because I gave him permission.
And is it stalking if I'm completely in the open about it?
No, we just said that.
There's probably guests that we could talk to that would say, yeah, it is still stalking. Please stop.
But I stop when I get like the third letter.
That's true. Cease and desist.
Yeah.
Oh, Bucky.
He's a good boy.
So, Will alluded to something earlier about pheasant being a great way to cut a new hunter's teeth on spending time in the outdoors. But you also recently posted some pictures of the way I got my teeth cut. Is that the right way to say that?
By a dentist?
By a dentist. No, I started my obsession really in the outdoors. I've hunted deer all my life, but really it was that squirrel hunting.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You've got some bushy tails on there recently.
I did, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the time you spend squirrel hunting.
So me and my husband, we love squirrel hunting just because we like small game hunting, and it's something we don't hunt together a lot. I'm mostly by myself. So when we do go out, it's nice that if we can do something together. So we went, well, actually I only went deer hunting that morning, and then he was going to go small game hunting. So I got off my stand around 11 and I said, well, come pick me up and I'll go small game with you. So he just got it's a Triapa gun, and it's a 410 and a 22 in one gun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I've never shot a 410 before.
Is that like an over and under situation?
Yeah, it's an over and under. I normally just use my Henry open sight 22 for squirrel.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, but I decided I wanted to use that. So we're riding on the quad to our spot, and we see some squirrels in front of us. So we hop off the quad and we just sit for a while. He goes walking one way, I go another way. I shoot, I get my squirrel. Then he ends up shooting a red squirrel, and I was super jealous of him because I have been wanting to shoot a red squirrel forever. I knew where one red squirrel was, so I hiked probably like 1.5 miles up this mountain the one day, and I saw the red squirrel and I shot it, and guess where it fell? Right between a rock ledge.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the worst.
Wow. There's no way getting to that.
No.
Oh, no. Nope, it was in there. So...
Rappel. You could rappel down.
You could rappel down.
I could rappel.
I'm guessing
yeah.
it was probably a pretty snug
There's
crack.
a fissure.
Oh, yeah, there's no way I'm sitting.
Understood. Okay. All right.
You could have went and bought a pet snake, trained it,
Yeah.
and
I could have.
got it to retrieve that. I don't know you could have accomplished all of that in about a day or two. But.
Yeah, it's skeleton in about 5 years. I'll have to keep that in mind for next time.
Wow. Well, sorry about that.
It's my boa retriever.
Exactly. There you go. But yeah, we love squirrel hunting. I got 2 squirrels last year with my bow.
Oh wow!
Those things are we were sitting in a deer blind, and this was one of the rare occasions that Cody decided that he'd come out with me. And we were sitting together, and we had the squirrel in front of us. We were not seeing any deer, and of course, squirrels get annoying after a while.
You don't say.
So, yeah. They get so annoying. You're going to fling a $10 arrow right to it and possibly lose it. But I
with a
shish kebabbed
$15 broadhead on the front.
Oh my gosh, exactly. Yeah.
Did you whack it with the broadhead, or did you get it with the field tip?
I got it with a field tip.
Atta girl. Keep a field tip in your quiver just in case.
Always keep one, yeah.
Super smart.
So,
for the record, chipmunks are the worst. They're way worse than squirrels.
Chipmunks suck. I had a chipmunk bust me during turkey hunting this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they chirp.
They don't stop.
No,
they don't know
how to stop.
And then they just rustle in the leaves, and then the turkey looked at me and walked the other way.
Yeah. Stupid Alvin.
I hate the chipmunks.
Me too.
High pitched little.
Sorry, you were saying you were in the blind with Cody. The squirrel was out front.
Yeah. So the squirrel was 20 yards. I ranged it, and it was just on this little tree. So I decided I was going to shoot something that night, so it might as well be a squirrel. So I shot it and shish kebabbed it and fell off the other side. And then I got the squirrel.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, Gabby, I got to ask, before you switched up your arrows to go after this squirrel that was bothering you, did you have any conversations with Cody? Like, is there you guys placing any bets on whether or not we're going to hit this? Because, I mean, in all honesty, I've hunted a lot of archery sits with my son who's, he's at that age now. He's 15. He's super trigger happy. He's ready to shoot as soon as he can. I've been in the stand with him, and we've literally placed bets on whether or not he could actually hit the squirrel. So I'm wondering, is there any of that kind of talk going on between you and Cody?
There wasn't with squirrel hunting, but there always is with fishing.
Okay.
We are super competitive when it comes to fishing.
I know a few boys like that.
But I'll have to keep that in mind for next time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like you're not having any trouble hitting them, so maybe you should place some wagers on that.
I'll have to bet him something. Yeah, some money.
Nice.
There we go.
So we've got pheasant hunting taken care of.
Small games.
We talked about the squirrel hunting that you've been doing. Is there any other small game that you guys are taking care of up there? There used to be a lot of rabbits and grouse in that area.
Oh, grouse. Yes, I did see a grouse the other day.
They are the worst.
But, oh my gosh, yeah, they scare the crap out of you.
That's the
You'll
only.
be walking, and then you'll have a heart attack from a grouse flying.
Yeah.
It happened to me once.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, it's the only time and I don't even think I saw it. So it's almost like a snipe in my head.
Yeah, you just hear, like, the helicopter going off next to you.
It's like a Pennsylvania snuffleupagus. I've never seen it.
That's its scientific name.
Yeah. In my head, it is.
No, those things will scare the crap out of you. That's for sure. Have
Yeah,
you?
they will.
Now you're in an area where there are a lot. Down here in the south central part of the state, there really isn't a lot of grouse at all. I don't know that I've ever seen one down here. So these boys may not have experienced it. Although I guess, Will, you're from Bedford, so you've probably heard it. Have you ever heard them drumming?
Yes.
Like they'll sit on a stump and they just sit there and they're like, thump, 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 thump. And
Yes.
they're doing it with that
Like Tommy Lee.
thing in what?
Yes, from
Yeah,
Motley Crue.
exactly like Tommy Lee.
Gotcha.
Holy buckets. All right, let me change up gears here quick, Gabby,
That's
before
heavy
we
metal,
lose
man.
Bucky. So
That's heavy metal, buddy.
you got introduced to basically the hunting side of the outdoors a little bit later in life and through your husband now. You know, you were just dating at the time. That's a very similar story to quite a few,
How many
PA
have-
huntresses that we've spoken with in recent time. That it's that they're being introduced to the shooting sports mostly through their spouses.
Most of them have had some exposure early on,
Yeah,
lost it, and then the spouse
sort of rekindled it.
rekindled that.
So
Just
I
give
want
it to him straight.
my follow-up
We're either
question.
hanging out or we're not.
That Cody, he knows what he's doing. Any of our younger single listeners out there who are thinking about what they need to tell their girlfriends here soon during hunting season
I'm
coming up.
tired of
That's
giving
the
all
way
this
to do
advice. I feel like we're carrying
it. Anyway,
the weight of the youth.
what I
We're
need to
showing them the
know.
way, though. We're trying to increase numbers
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Gabrielle, what I need to know is if your story also holds true with a lot of the PA huntresses that we've been talking to, where once the spouse, boyfriend, husband introduces their significant other
I see where
to the outdoors, y'all start showing them up real quick. Is that a true statement?
With some things, I mean, he definitely shows me up in deer hunting, but I think I show him up in pheasant and squirrel and turkey because he's never gotten a turkey.
Atta girl.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, I've only ever gotten one, but I've only ever seen two in my life while I've been hunting. So
Yeah. You should hunt with Bucky. He always sees them.
That's true.
When I can't shoot 'em.
Not when he's turkey hunting.
that is when I see them too. I just had a flock of hens by my stand the other day, and you can't shoot them until Saturday.
Oh, tell me about it. I had like 20 of them.
You go, girl.
Yeah, I could have got with a bow. Gabby, it's so frustrating. 2 years ago, I had big old Toms show up the day after.
After it
Oh
closed.
my gosh.
I mean, they were licking the tip of my arrow. They were that close.
That's close.
They were that
I
close.
swear these animals have to get together and they have to talk and know when our seasons are, because I always see turkey when I can't shoot them, squirrel when I'm not going out for them, and deer when you can't shoot deer.
They downloaded the calendar app on the PA game.
must-
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They must have figured out how to use it and put it on their iPhone better than I can. I couldn't figure it out.
Still can't.
I still just go to the website. So here's another question. Knowing the area that you're hunting in, any bear in your past or your near future?
The only time that I have ever seen a bear was last turkey season. Me and my husband were walking down the tracks, and I see this bear at like 50 yards, and I tell him, I say, Cody, there's a bear down there. He's like, no, that's not a bear, that's a deer. I was like, no, Cody, that's a bear. So I starts walking across the tracks, and he gets so scared, he puts his hands above his head, waving his gun, and I'm trying to take a picture of it, so I'm trying to tell him not to scare it off yet. But that thing was gone.
Yeah.
Well, he'll appreciate that story, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
You know, he loves them all. But yeah, I don't actually ever get my bear tag just because I never see them in my area.
Okay. And, where I hunted a good bit in my youth is not too far from where you guys are at. And there were some bear around. So
Yeah.
you may want to just consider getting that tag. I got a feeling.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to get it. I mean, we get them on our trail cameras sometimes, but
Yeah. And there's enough of
it's
an
usually
overlap.
just a mom with a little bear.
You should probably consider picking up that license, because there's a good bit of overlap in everything.
That's true.
Yeah, especially this
in
year.
all those
They
seasons.
opened up the muzzleloader, the early season muzzleloader.
Yep.
And then it just started with archery on the 28th.
And I believe you're in one of those wildlife management units where the full first week of rifle season, which of course this year starts on a Saturday.
Yeah, I think it is bear.
Is buck only, and bear comes in.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's an extended bear season in that area.
Yeah, and that first week, all I see is doe that you can't shoot.
Hey, that's generally how it works. Again, that's why we call it hunting. But
I feel your pain, Gabby.
You may just want to consider picking up that bear license and just say.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can still get it. I don't know if you can get it once the season starts.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I'll definitely have to pick that up this weekend because I have to go and get my fur taker's license this weekend.
Bring more field tips, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have a whole pocket.
You're sensing squirrel issues. Is that what it is, Bucky?
When in doubt.
I'm thinking bear. Maybe they're just big, giant squirrels.
Just sit.
That could be it.
It's anyway.
So let's talk about one more thing here quickly, if we could. At what point did archery play into your passion with the whitetails?
So I started archery hunting around 3 years ago.
Okay.
My husband decided that he was going to go to school to become an electrician, so I was home all the time by myself. So that summer, I picked the bow up, and I was shooting it, and I did some 3D courses, and was really just shooting it at the bag. And before this season, I've never hunted by myself. Okay. So my husband said, well, why don't you try archery hunting? You can go out, you can learn the paths, and then it just gets you in the woods a little bit more. So when I first started going out, I'm not going to lie, I was terrified to go more than like 200 yards in the woods just because I didn't know them super well.
Yeah.
Just because I was always with his dad or, Cody or someone else. So going out by myself was definitely challenging. So the first year out, I did not get a deer. I had a lot of opportunities. I actually had I don't want to say it was a bad shot, but it was a liver shot. So not the best shot. Yeah. And we rushed our tracking. And I lost her. We found where she was bedding, and that's just the thing I'm still getting used to is tracking a deer after you shoot it.
There's a giant learning curve there, and especially.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
I have that same fear and affliction, and so I invite myself to everybody's deer tracking.
He does.
I honestly do. I try so hard I get really jammed up when people track deer without me, even if they know it's a pretty relatively decent situation.
Easy track.
Yeah. Because there's so much that you can pick up on, with every time that you get to do it.
Yep. There's always something a little different. You can always learn something.
Yeah, my father-in-law is really good at it. So he'll help me track sometimes, and, he'll be like, you don't always just want to look for blood. You want to look for broken branches or leaves kicked up and stuff. So he is super knowledgeable when it comes to hunting. So I'm definitely lucky to have him help me along.
So I'm going to start inviting myself to your deer tracking.
Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
I appreciate having somebody like a Will around because I'm colorblind, and it's beyond rough. It's beyond rough. Yeah.
That's hard. So my first year out, I had that bad experience with that deer, and I almost stopped hunting.
It's understandable
for archery.
That
just because.
Not good.
Oh my gosh.
I've experienced something very similar to that.
Yeah. So that year I decided, there was a archery league that shot 3D targets indoors, and I decided that I was going to shoot that. And it was great because I actually met another female there, and she has become my best friend, and she archery hunts and she loves it. So I shot that with her, and then we shot a summer league there. And then that year we also shot the Total Archery Challenge.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then I went out and I shot a deer that season. So that was very cool.
Just that little bit of confidence boost that you needed, plus all that fun you were having.
Oh my gosh. 3D courses are the best.
Can we pause for a second?
Sure.
Can you tell us about that first hunt, your archery hunt that was successful? I just think that's such a
what happened?
deal.
How'd that go down?
That's a big deal in a hunter's lifetime.
Oh my gosh.
That's a milestone.
Yeah, that's probably like one of the best hunts I've ever been on. So normally I hunt like 100% public land, but there's a butcher down by me, probably, I don't know, like a half mile from my house. And I asked him if I could hunt there, and he said, yeah. So I hunted there maybe 4 nights, wasn't seeing anything. So we have 2 days left in the archery season, and I decided it's pouring down rain. I went out every day but 2 that archery season, right after work. And then every Saturday I was out. So I go to this guy's butcher shop, and he's making deer burgers. And the last time I ate a deer burger, I killed a deer 10 minutes after I ate it. So he invited me in. He said, take this deer burger to the stand. Pouring down rain. I said, okay. So I walk out in the backfield, and I'm hunting from the ground, and I just have to use natural cover. So I actually set up underneath a pine tree, and it gave me a really nice cover in the front. So I felt something looking at me from behind me. So I turn around, and there are these berry bushes. They're real red, and all I see is a deer staring at me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying not to blink. And then I turn my head around, and she goes off another way. So about 30 minutes after that, I had 2 deer come out to my left side, and it's pouring rain. I could not get my rangefinder to work. It fogged right up. So I had to guess the yardage, and I guessed it was 30 yards. And I pulled back and shot her, and she fell right down, so I didn't have to track her.
Oh, my.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yahtzee.
On the ground, like that's the hardest way to go about it. So wow.
In the rain,
in the pouring rain. Yeah, it was so foggy, and it's so funny because, and I don't get this way after I shoot like a pheasant or a squirrel, but after I shoot a deer, I gag. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's all the adrenaline.
My adrenaline just gets so bad. I just gag so bad. So I call my husband up, and he's like, no, you did not shoot a deer. I said, yeah, I did shoot a deer. Hurry up. So he was at a friend's house. He couldn't believe I was out in that. So he finally drove down to the butcher's house, and the butcher came out and he drug it to his shop, and I gutted it in there, and then they butchered it for me. So it was perfect.
Yeah, hard to beat that.
Yeah.
That's good
stuff. So why don't you just keep like a pocket full of meatballs or something in your
Yeah. I'm going to start eating deer burger before I go home.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding you. Every single time I eat it. Now I can't eat it. I can't know that I'm going to cook deer steak and then eat it. It has to be just kind of unexpected. But yeah, I killed a deer maybe like 45 minutes after I ate that. And then I killed a deer 10 minutes after I ate that other burger.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Bucky, you keep anything in your pockets?
I'm going to start keeping deer meatballs in my pocket now.
You're going to need something.
Yeah, I'm going to need it. Yeah, like a rosary of them.
Oh, I love it. A rosary of them. Yeah. Like those necklaces you used to have as a kid with the candies on them.
Yeah, exactly. I need everything I can get at this point.
Meat necklace.
I like it. So, Gabrielle, one thing that I didn't even realize we haven't even touched on yet, and I'm afraid we're creeping into that time zone.
We're creeping.
Stop it. I'm giving permission to go over a little bit.
All right, thanks, Bucky.
Yeah, we might have a little bit.
We haven't even talked at all about the work that you're doing with DSG.
Oh, yeah, DSG is awesome.
Can you talk to us a little bit about what you're doing with DSG? What's that all about?
Yeah, so DSG, for those that don't know, it's a women's clothing line for hunting that was made by women just for women. And, I've worn other clothing.
Bucky wears some of
I can wear some of them.
Hey, my husband has wanted to steal some of my clothes, and I had to tell him no.
That stuff looks good. It's sharp.
Yeah.
Well, since I've lost weight, I need a little bit more form-fitting.
Hey, well, perfect, because some of our belts, you can adjust them and it fits real nice. But
stop it.
And I don't know how tall you are, but the pants have adjustable inseams. So if you're shorter, you can adjust them so you won't be tripping on them.
You've been spying on my Instagram.
Talk about stalking.
She's stalking you too, Bucky.
I have a bigger waist than an inseam, so I'm your guy.
There you go. Perfect.
He's a little top heavy.
That's okay. Just size up in the top.
There you go, Bucky.
So DSG, they actually only started making hunting clothes about 3 years ago. They They started as a snowmobile and like cold gear
Gotcha.
company. Yeah. So DSG started about 3 years ago, and they've really evolved since then. I don't know if you guys know Rochelle Hedrick at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, she is awesome. So she actually helps design the clothes, and she'll go over the design with the owners, and she'll tell them, okay, this is functional. This is what we want to see. This isn't functional. And I've worn a lot of different female brands before after I stopped wearing my father-in-law's clothes, and it makes such a difference when you're out in the woods, you're comfortable, and you can actually move.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys don't have this problem with going to the bathroom in the woods.
That's not true.
No, it's not true.
I have shorter legs, and so I'm always walking into somebody else's knee or thighs. You know what I mean? It's they're not made for me.
Yeah.
And then some of the companies have adopted that Western look. And I always.
We aren't shaped like the Hollywood hunters.
We need
sure.
We need an Eastern model.
But what's cool with their new drop seat bibs that they have, so if you're in the outdoors and you have to go to the bathroom and you wear bibs as a woman, you have to take your jacket off, and then you get cold because only your base layer's on.
So DSG actually came out with a drop seat bib pant. So there's zippers on both sides. You just unzip and you get to go to the bathroom, and it makes it so much easier than having to throw your gun down and in your backpack and take your clothes half off and and go to the bathroom.
You mean they zip down from the waist on each side of your legs,
like on the hip?
Yeah.
So it's like like front and back, like a banana peel. Your pants can peel off of you.
Yeah, so
okay, I'm trying to give a visual because I need this as well, because I understand you ladies need to do it every time you need to void either number one or number two.
Sure.
But I've run into trouble in the out of doors going number two, and because I don't have to I don't have to do it all the time like the ladies, because when I have to do number one, I can stand up and do the easy.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not near as experienced with the squat and drop, if you will.
Well, this is a game changer.
Yes, and
just
it's
pick yourself up here. I mean, they're nice, they're camo.
But it's very hard not to drop what you're doing into your drawers.
Oh, Bucky.
You know what I mean? I need some of them britches too.
I seriously used these the first time the other day, and I was amazed. I just sat there with a smile on my face while I was skiing.
Can you
game changers?
Can you DM Rochelle and tell her that we need some DSBs? Just a pair for Bucky.
I'll tell her.
Please, I would be more than welcome to beta test.
Yeah, you'd be happy
any
to, bud.
expansion.
We'll get you set up with some.
No shame
She's
here.
looking for some DSB models.
It's
We're
better
the guys.
it's better to feel good than to look good, guys. And I will be the first. And if that can help me feel better or more confident when I'm going out
it might
in the
actually
woods,
make you smell better.
You'll look good and feel good.
Yes. And
here's the bottom line: when it comes to my hunting clothing, with maybe a handful of pictures, that's about it. The only people that see me in my hunting clothes are deer, and most of them don't get a chance to talk about it.
You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I do. I do understand that. Unfortunately, everything that sees me,
that deer looks up in the ladder stand and it sees Bucky and it's like, oh, he must work out.
He's looking so good.
Oh, you know what? I gotta put an end to this. You guys are killing me. You're killing me.
Too much.
And we are actually bumping up on time.
We didn't even get to talk about fishing with her.
No, we didn't. But that means, Bucky.
Yeah, fishing's my favorite.
Tell us what that means, Bucky.
That means Bucky's favorite.
Do it.
A re-invite to the guest.
That's right.
He's always
Gabby's
giving away
coming back on
another
his fishing
episode.
season.
I have not done this for a while, though. I have not.
Not at least since last week.
Not for at least since we've had a new
yes
sponsor.
I gotcha.
which has only been a week with no change. So
it goes without saying, Gabby, one of the members that's not around the table tonight is Stevie, and he wouldn't have allowed us to get this far without talking about fishing. So we will certainly have to have you back on and talk a lot about this. I mean, I've seen some amazing pictures from largemouth, smallmouth.
She fishes
pickerel.
all denominations of fish.
That picture of that pickerel was amazing. I've caught pickerel.
Oh, thank you.
I've seen pickerel, but I don't think I've ever seen a pickerel that big. That was significant.
A big
they are fun.
Yeah, they are.
But I hate when they bite your line.
That's right.
True that.
Gone like the wind.
Put a leader on there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I usually don't even think I'm fishing for them. I'm usually going for bass, and then all of a sudden I have a pickerel on.
Wham. Here they are. They'll hit all those same lures. But anyway, before we get too deep down the fishing trail, what we got to do, Bucky, is we're at that point of the show that we call the Fast Five.
It's bittersweet, bud. I don't want to stop.
It's all right, Bucky. You'll be okay. I promise.
You can listen back.
Gabby, what we're going to do is this segment we call the Fast Five. We're going to ask you 5 questions in no particular order, and you just answer off the top of your head, first thing that comes to your mind. There are no wrong answers.
But we'll let you know if there is one.
Yeah. If you do get it wrong, we'll be the first to tell you.
We'll tell you.
No pressure.
None at all. So I think what we'll do is just fire them off. So number 1, Gabby, what's one thing that you can't live without in the outdoors?
So I think for me, one thing I can't live without is probably those hunts that you're unsuccessful. Because if you went out and you're successful all the time, hunting would, one, be super boring. But also, I think being unsuccessful and going out and trying again, it makes that moment of your harvest so much more special.
Thank you. I needed that.
Is deep.
Someone?
I needed that.
Second.
That could be the best possible answer I've ever heard. I mean, I'm still processing it.
No,
I'm shocked.
That I needed to hear that answer tonight for the way I've been feeling about my whitetail hunting.
Did you start sulking?
No, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to get frustrated, guys, with spending so much time just close but no cigar, and I know that's part of it.
Well, and I didn't help.
That's the part that Gabby can't live without. And that's perfect.
Right, and I've been trying to hang on to that.
Yeah.
But thank you, Gabby, for validating.
You're welcome.
For bringing that back up to the surface.
I can't believe it. There's 4 other questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to expect.
Let's just stop. I mean,
we told her there's no wrong answer
guys,
so far.
Can we change question number 1 now? Because I don't think we'll ever get an answer.
We call it the Gabby question.
Yeah, that's the Gabby question now.
Oh, yeah. Just retire that question.
Yeah, that question needs to be retired.
We can maybe make that a thing.
But keep it on the list and call it the Gabby question.
Just a reminder, though, we do call it the Fast Five.
Yeah.
So
not anymore.
Guys. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not after that answer.
We call it the Bucky 5.
Yeah. Come on.
All right, now, incredible. Number 2. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite, Bridesmaids.
That's a really good one.
That's a good movie.
Did you ever see it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Only when made to.
Only when made to.
I cry every single time I watch it when she's sitting on that sink going to the bathroom.
That was the scene I was thinking of when they all start getting sick from the meat.
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
And when she takes all the puppies when she leaves.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Bucky?
Gabrielle, what is the one thing that you do daily to prepare for your outdoor lifestyle?
One thing I do daily, I guess just get inspiration from other people because I'm always on Instagram scrolling through trying to see, what everyone else is doing. So I think going on there, finding different wild game recipes and different ways to hunt. I definitely look on YouTube a lot for that too.
Awesome.
Great call. All right. Then number 4, this could be hunting, fishing, anything in life. What's on your bucket list?
Oh, my bucket list is definitely a red stag hunt in New Zealand.
I thought she was going to say red squirrel, but all right, red stag.
A red squirrel hunt in New Zealand?
I mean, that's kind of on my bucket list too because I had that awful experience with that one. So
as soon as red came out, I was like, no, she isn't.
A red fox hunt?
Yeah, out of all the hunts, I think squirrel hunt.
Red snapper?
Red stag would be awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, red stag would be super cool.
Very cool. Number 5, what makes you happy?
Makes me happy. My husband and my dog.
Solid answer.
I was going to say, Cody makes me happy too.
Yeah, Cody sounds like a keeper.
He's
Good,
a keeper.
Good for you.
Yeah, he's a good boy, except when we went bow fishing this past weekend, 2 weekends ago now, the captain of the boat decided to dare him to put his hair into a mullet, and I am not digging it.
No.
Oh, no. He actually cut it? It wasn't just like a...
Oh, no. He
boy.
bought the captain a wig, and he cut his hair into a mullet. And he's keeping it until the Christmas party.
Wow. Rightfully so.
I'm going for a mullet.
Bucky's hair grows
Maybe
that
you'll
way.
look better. I don't know.
You know
I've
what?
never seen anyone look good with a mullet.
I'm going to perm mine, though. Mine's going to be curly in the back.
Oh,
All right,
I love it.
curly is better than straight. His is a little wavy, so he's not quite curly.
Ryan.
I'm on Team Gabby with this.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I'm not going to support the mullet. I have a hard time supporting Will's man bun when he throws it up, so...
I need a Brett.
Oh, my gosh.
I need a Brett.
Yeah,
Good stuff. Well, Gabrielle, thank you very much for taking the time with us tonight and talking to us. A lot of fun. This is a great conversation tonight.
It was
Yeah, it was
a
super
little
fun.
too much fun.
And I said it at the beginning. I'm going to say it again. You guys need to go, everybody listening, go check her out on Instagram. But, Gabby, if you could just remind folks, what is the best way to follow you and keep an eye on everything you've got going on?
So definitely head on over to Instagram and follow Shaker_outdoors. I post on there daily. I usually try and do like a story on how my hunt went that night. And I try and post whatever I'm doing. So on my Instagram page, you'll definitely see what seasons are in, because when it's summer, all you'll see is fish. And now we're getting into hunting, so that's all you're going to see.
Very cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you again very much, Gabby. It's been a blast tonight. We had a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a fun time. It went too fast.
way too fast.
Actually, Will, I just saw the look in Will's eyes. That's right. I'm sorry. If you could, Gabby, hold on the line for us, because we're going to be sending you some coffee. Do you like coffee?
I love coffee. My husband loves coffee more.
Oh, is that right? Well, I guess you guys are going to have to fight over this, because what we're going to do is...
I like those mochas.
Yeah.
Like the mountain.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
mocha's
mean?
good.
There's nothing better whenever it's cold and you just...
Oh, that is delicious.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do to thank you for being such a wonderful guest, we're going to send you out some Duck Blind coffee.
We're going to need you to migrate over to a better cup.
That's right. Our friends over at Duck Blind are going to
generously donate,
have provided some coffee for us to send to our guests as a thank you. So we're going to send some of that right your way.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Very, very cool. So hang on the line and we'll get information from you so we can get that out.
All right, awesome.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Gab.
Ryan, before this ship sets sail, can you tell us who this month's sponsor is?
I can tell you, bud. A lot easier than you can ask that question. This month's episodes are brought to you in part by Protection First Class Outdoors. PFC lubes were designed and developed to protect and lubricate your firearms, your bows, your tree stands, heck, all your outdoor equipment. Guys, I'm telling you, this stuff was originally designed to use in automotive undercoatings. Now, it don't get more corrosive than that.
I heard that.
That's true.
Make sure you head on over to pfcoutdoors.com. Check out everything they got going on over there. Pick up some of that lube. It's the ticket. Love me that PFC, too. Good stuff.
I just can't get enough.
That needs lubed.
That needs lube.
Get in there.
Not anymore. Love it. Guys.
Yeah, Ryan.
I don't usually jump right in and say this. This is usually something we leave for Will.
Yeah.
But I believe that Sonic Campfire was served some justice. Oh. We crushed it.
Yep.
Gabby was awesome. So, Bucky.
Yes, sir.
Where can folks find us?
Hey, they can find us at RuttenRiverPursuits.com, at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Rutten River Pursuits. And, of course, on YouTube, you can find us at Rutten River Pursuits Podcast. And don't forget, you can download this episode and all our episodes at most podcast apps, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.
iHeartSays Radio.
I know you do.
I do love that.
But I like Spotify the most.
Very, very cool. Good job, boys. Another great episode in the books.
Perfect.
Talk to y'all soon.
Rig and weedless.
Peace. See ya. Let's try
Sorry,
that.
Gabby. That's how the magic happens.
Screwing it up already.
You blew it, bud.
I'm deleting that.
She's trying to make the season 5 intro with that one. I like it. Screwing it up already.
And then you'll have a heart attack from a grouse flying.
Yeah.
It happened to me once.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's the only time and I don't even think I saw it. So it's almost like a snipe in my head.
Yeah, you
Like,
just hear like the helicopter going off next to you.
It's like a Pennsylvania snuffleupagus. I've never seen it.
That's its scientific name.
Yeah. In my head, it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a game changer.
Yes, and
Pick
it's
yourself up a pair. I mean, they're nice. They're camo.
but it's very
go,
hard
Buck.
not to drop what you're doing into your drawers.
Oh, Bucky.
You know what I mean? I need some of them britches too.